The Tombstone 4K is here. Now, I was worried I was getting to this review a little late, but it appears that it's still somewhat scarce, depending on the version you want. So, if you don't know, there are two versions that Disney's put out. There's a collectible steelbook version that's more expensive, and a standard version that's limited to the UK. The steelbook version still appears to be sold out on retailers like Amazon and Target, and is going for inflated prices on places like eBay. However, the standard UK version is, at the time of this video, available to import from Amazon UK, and that's where I got mine. All told, with overseas shipping, it came out to about $37, which is a little more than I'd care to spend on a non-boutique catalog title, but hey, it's Tombstone. My order got here in about a week, so not too bad of a wait. And if you don't care about the steelbook version, this is a decent way to go. I do feel for those out there still trying to get a copy, it's annoying that more than a month after release on a highly anticipated title, that you still gotta jump through hoops to get it. A quick look at the standard version here. Front cover. Back cover. And the disc artwork itself. It's a no-frills affair, but if you're like me and only care about owning the movie, this should suffice. Alright, with that out of the way, how does it look? This footage is sourced from the 4K, but keep in mind that it is compressed and the HDR has been down converted to SDR, so this is not a one-to-one representation of what the disc looks like and is intended for demonstrative purposes only. I viewed it in Dolby Vision on my LG OLED TV, and overall this is a very nice, very noticeable upgrade from the old Blu-ray that was sorely dated and plagued with edge enhancement. For this release, the original film elements have been rescanned and remastered, and the results are obvious. A big uptick in fine detail. You're going to see every strand of hair on every glorious mustache. The Dolby Vision HDR grade really helps with the deep black levels in the darker scenes and provides a nice burst of brightness for the sun-soaked exterior shots.
What kind of town is this?
Grain is nicely resolved, and I didn't notice any hints of AI upscaling or any shift in the color grading. This is still the movie looking like you remember, just better. Now, if I had to nitpick, the only potential drawback I would mention would be that they used a 66GB disc to put the movie onto instead of a 100GB disc, resulting in bit rates that average around the 50s, which isn't a bad thing by itself. But the last few movies I've reviewed have been on 100GB discs, and that allows for more breathing room and less compression, resulting in higher bit rates, and I think it's just better when possible to use the larger discs. Now, having said that, I didn't really notice any egregious compression issues anyway with this disc, and I'd imagine only eagle-eyed viewers with huge screens might notice something otherwise. Overall, though, I'd be hard-pressed to find anyone who wouldn't consider this a superior image to anything that's come before, so good luck to all you huckleberries out there still waiting to get your mitts on this smoke wagon.
Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.